Now, the committee tasked to consider the anti-LGBT bill has begun its public hearing. About 10 stakeholders, including the Church of Pentecost, Amnesty International, the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, among others, have been scheduled to advance their arguments for or against the bill. A member of the committee, Mahama Yariga, asked his colleagues not to be intimidated by the threats from the International Committee. Now let's take you back briefly to that feed for more.
Which I saw, which said that Ghanaians, an overwhelming majority of Ghanaians, up to 97% of Ghanaians support this bill. Or no, that 97% of Ghanaians are opposed to LGBTQ. Now, won't you say that this is the will of the people? So that with reference to Article 1, which says that sovereignty resides in the people of Ghana, and the sovereign will of the people of Ghana must be upheld under the Constitution, won't you say that these opinion polls reflect the will of the people, and that Parliament, as the representatives of the people, must act in accordance with the will of the people? Thank you.
Please, Mr. Kutompa and his group, note that down. Honorable member, please.
Chairman, thank you. My name is Dapamoko. I'm also one of the sponsors of the bill. I listened carefully to Senior Kutompa during his presentation. He attacked the validity of the procedure used in laying the bill, particularly in impugning the right of the Speaker to proceed.
Honorable member,
yes.
I was going to tell Honorable Akutampa that leg, if we can ignore, Mr. Kutampa, if we can ignore that leg. I say so because now the bill is before Parliament. So if you are looking at the procedure where the bill, and he used his words rightly, he says it ought not have been before Parliament. Now it's before us. So let's not go into that. I think we've gone past that stage. So if you have other bills, you can go on, and then Mr. Kutampa can ignore those points, and then we'll go.
Chairman, with all due respect, he came to Parliament to make a presentation, and that these are questions arising out of that presentation.
Honorable, I have ruled that we've gone past that, because I cannot determine that this bill should be taken away from the committee. I don't have that power.
I want to put to him.
No, it's not necessary. So let's move on.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well. But we are seeking some clarification from him.
And I said it's moot. This exercise would be
very well.
exercise in free
very well. Mr. Chairman, thank you. I want to find out from Mr. Kutuampa and his group whether independently they have conducted any fiscal impact analysis to determine or support its position that this bill, when it is successful and implemented, this is the quantum of money that will be expended in this implementation. Has it done that? That's one.
That question is overruled. It's the same thing going around. I overruled that question.
It is not.
Shall we proceed?
Chairman.
He is not obliged to answer that question. I have overruled that question. Let's go forward. The Speaker had decided. The Constitution says in the opinion of the person presiding, and he has admitted that. Why do we go into that? There's a committee of Parliament and we work under the Speaker. He has decided.
Chairman, that's our procedure. He has raised this matter as a substantive matter. Very well, very well.
Now, member,
if I may...
Honourable member, excuse me. What should have happened is that...
You're still watching Joy News today. Just gone by is that committee public hearing about the anti-LGBT bill.